Motor City Match is helping take your business idea to the next level. It helps create jobs, economic mobility, and eliminate blight within the city. For more insight on Motor City Match, we're joined by Drew Lucco, the CEO of the Lee Group, Mark S. Lee. Thank you both for joining us this morning. Drew, I want to start with you. Give us an idea of what Motor City Match is and what resources it makes available.
Sure, thanks for having me. Motor City Match is a program that began in 2015 as a partnership between City of Detroit, the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation. We offer services for businesses at all stages of development, from grants to do the build out and startup of new businesses, all the way to business planning classes for people who just have an idea and are looking for some direction on how to get going.
Yeah, some crucial services there. Mark, how important is it for them to provide these services to these businesses?
It's very important. Why? Because you have so many people who have an idea, but they're not exactly sure where do they turn? What do I do? Where do I get the resources? How do I start a business? How do I find this retail outlet? So to have these resources through a Motor City Match, for example, is essential, is critical, and is certainly beneficial for those who participate.
Yeah, it's so good for the community. Now, Drew, why is Motor City Match vital for developing and maintaining these small businesses?
So Motor City Match is a real key partner in offering help and services to businesses that might not otherwise have it. We realized that there was a wealth of entrepreneurial talent here in the city of Detroit, but that often they had trouble accessing capital and resources to get started. And so the program has been a key part of getting 164 new brick and mortar businesses open in the city of Detroit since we began. And we're really proud that we've been able to help Detroit entrepreneurs really make improvements that have changed the physical nature of our neighborhoods and that have changed the economic fortunes of not just the entrepreneurs, but also their families and also the people that they employ.
And Drew, if I could ask you, in terms of the size grant, what is the average size grant that these businesses will get that will help them to certainly help with the brick and mortar, for example?
So the average size grant for new brick and mortar businesses is $50,000. We have also integrated a portion of the program to do facade improvement grants for existing businesses in our commercial corridors that have been open for a year or more, and those grants average $25,000.
And that $50,000, Chris, is essential because, again, one of the challenges that businesses have in the city of Detroit and beyond is access to capital.
Sure.
And so that $50,000 grant, which is different than a loan you have to pay back. A grant, you don't necessarily have to do that. So that is beneficial for a business to say, hey, I got $50,000 to help me do something for this brick and mortar. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's a great start for sure.
Absolutely.
So, Drew, if somebody wants to get involved with Motor City Match, how do they do that? Can you walk us through the process?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have applications actually currently open for our 26th round. They opened on December 1st and will remain open until January 15th. So first, we ask that you fill out an application online, and then depending on what type of award you're applying for, we may come back and ask for a little bit more detailed information about where you're going to be located, what your project budget is. We come out, we do a site visit for the brick and mortar businesses, and then we evaluate those applications, and the whole process takes about 90 days, and then we announce the grants at the end of that process. So 26th round. Applications are currently open. Go to motorcitymatch.com and you can link to our applications.
You know, Drew, this is such a great program. Is this unique to Detroit and, you know, the surrounding area, or are there other programs like this around the country? Do you know?
Yeah, there are. There are programs in lots of cities. In fact, we've been fortunate enough to talk with a lot of cities in Chicago, Milwaukee, Tulsa, Memphis. And I think what's unique about Detroit is that we have a really robust small business ecosystem even beyond Motor City Match. There's other organizations like the Build Institute and Tech Town and Prosper Us that do a lot of complementary work. And so I think the success of Motor City Match here in Detroit has not just been because of the work that we do, but because we're part of a much larger culture of entrepreneurship in the city, and because we have so many partner organizations that are really doing great work as well. And so I think we're very fortunate here. And you know, we have entrepreneurs in Detroit that are absolutely tenacious and that really want to succeed. So we're very lucky to be able to do this in Detroit.
And we're glad you're helping them along. Now, Mark, earlier Drew mentioned a little bit about curb appeal. Talk about why that's important.
Think about trying to sell your house. And what you want to do is you want your house to look nice, right? You want to attract people to come in and walk through your house. So same thing from an entrepreneurial standpoint. Curb appeal is important. As if I'm driving up, if I see a wonderful looking facade, that's appealing to the customer. They may want to come in. So that's why the curb appeal is important to entrepreneurs. We want to have something that's nice looking, not something that's not particularly, not too attractive. You want something more attractive. That's very important for entrepreneurs to have a nice curb appeal.
Yeah, something that could be overlooked by a lot of entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
So something good to bring up. Drew, Mark, thanks a lot for joining us for this edition of Strictly Business. Motor City Match. You now know how to apply if you're looking forward to that.